everyone, I'm Roxana with Ghost on Earth, and I'm here with a guest. We have Lee here today, and she is one of the tour guides from Delray Beach Ghost Tours. So, tell me about yourself.
So my name is Lee. I'm a guide for the Delray Beach Ghost Tours. You can find our website at www.delraybeachghosttours.com. And what it is an immersive haunted experience of Delray Beach. We have multiple walking locations that we visit that have stories behind them in regards to their paranormal activity. So if you're interested, please sign up and book a tour date with us. We do tours every night at 8 p.m.
So, Delray is amazing. Not only the history, it's rich in our art and architecture. So, being a local myself, I love that about the Delray Beach Ghost Tours. It gives you not only the history, but it gives you the paranormal. And that's what we're here for, right?
So Roxana is the choreographer for the Delray Zombies. Tell us more about how you got started.
Well, so I love dancing, and I was thinking, to get a group of locals, Delray locals, to get together and learn Thriller and go around downtown performing in special events through the holidays. We all love Halloween, we all love to dance, so we got together and learned the choreography, and it's been wonderful. We've danced in downtown Delray, in the Avenue, we've danced in Coco Market, we danced in the Pirate Fest, so we've been having so much fun, and we can't wait for our final performance, will be the 31st. So it's been a lot of fun. We're still dancing. We're not crawling back in the crypts yet, but pretty soon. So we've been busy around town, and it's been a lot of fun. So stay tuned for more, because we definitely don't want to die yet. So Lee, in addition to being a tour guide for the Delray Beach Ghost Tours, I understand that you have an experience that you'd like to share with us. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Absolutely. So along with being a guide, I tell my personal story of how I was first exposed to paranormal activity. So a little bit more about me. I have a Bachelor of Science, so I've never really believed in the paranormal. I believe in what I can see. And so I was graduated and then living in New York City, and I found out that my mother was sick, and she was sick for about a year and a half before in 2016 she passed away. She passed away of a brain aneurysm, and she had a lot of difficulty before then, and it was a very stressful time in our lives, me and my family. We were very overwhelmed. We didn't always know what the right thing to do. Should we bring her home? Should we keep her in the hospital? Things of that nature. So I was making a lot of decisions at the time and having trouble doing so. And her condition got worse. And so when I was living in New York City, if any of you have ever lived there, you know that the heating in the winter has one setting, and it's full blast. And it was extremely hot in the apartment every night, even though it was sub-zero outside. So my partner and I at the time would throw open the windows and get some balanced air in there. Mixture of the heat and the cool air coming in would create a more hospitable temperature. And so I was working in Central Park at the time as a gardener, for context. And I was in that state right before my alarm was supposed to go off, where your alarm's going to go off, but you're not quite awake and you're still trying to get some sleep left. And so it was about like 6 a.m. at the time. And I remember being in bed facing the window, and this rush of air came from behind me and out the window. And that was odd to me, because you would think the window being open, it would come in the window and come towards the front of me. Right. But it came from behind. And after the rush of air left out the window, I felt this state of like calm that I had not felt in the year and a half that she was sick. I felt relaxed for the first time in a year and a half. I felt at ease, at peace. And the person I was with, who was laying next to me, could actually account for this. They actually said to me, like, you feel relaxed for the first time you have in a year and a half. And I was like, yeah, I really do. I'm really happy about this. This is a nice feeling. And so I get ready for work, go into work, and I'm walking through the park to get to where I clock in. And I get a phone call from the, I guess, CNA of the hospital that my mom was in, that she had passed an hour earlier.
Oh, wow.
And so I believe, and a lot of people around me also believe, that that was her leaving this plane to go wherever it is that we go, and leaving behind a feeling for me that everything is going to be okay. Like wherever she goes, she's okay, which was my main concern. I don't know, do our loved ones just go like live in a dark black room and have no windows or something? So, but no, I believe that she left me that feeling to know that I was going to be okay and everyone was going to be okay. And I can talk more about those types of experiences that have happened since then, but that was the real big one. And that was also the one that I have firsthand, an observer to confirm this, that it wasn't just like, wishful thinking or something like that.
Amazing. So from being a non-believer to a believer, what a gift. What a gift
Yes.
your mom gave you and left you with.
Yes.
And to add to this, they say that when we're in that state of half asleep and half awake, it's when we're most sensitive to these kind of things because all our senses are awake, but you're not conscious about it, and our ego is sleeping. So we can let our senses and absorb and feel things that we don't.
Wow.
So it makes a lot of sense that you felt it at that moment.
And that was what stuck out to me about the experience too, was the state I was in before it happened.
Exactly. Wow.
Yeah.
What a great story. It's actually a positive one.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes.
Thank you for sharing with us.
Absolutely.
If you have another story to share with us.
Absolutely. So like I mentioned earlier, I heard somewhere that our loved ones get stuck in like a dark black room with no windows, and that kind of stuck with me as like a very uncomfortable vision for like where she is. So, but she actually came to me about 4 years ago, and she was on a beach. And this happened in a dream. And she was on a beach, which was both her and I's favorite place. We're both Pisces, so we're drawn to the ocean. And so we would go to the beach together. And she came to me and she was on the beach. It was either sunrise or sunset. I couldn't exactly tell. And she used to wear this wrap around her head, this silk like scarf. And she had this enormous, contagious smile on her face, just like beaming with joy. And so from then on, and then nothing else happened in the dream. That was all it was I can see her face and the sunset and the sunrise and the beach. And so she was basically telling me, like, I'm here. I'm not in some scary plane that you picture. That's where I am. And then two additional things that have occurred that make me a believer. Every holiday for like the past like 2 years, my car alarm goes off. And so I, as well as some others, believe that that's like her way of saying like Happy Thanksgiving or Merry Christmas or Happy New Year's. And then I've been telling this story for about a year, and I had never really told this story to anybody before, but I got a lot more comfortable telling it. And I started telling it every ghost tour at the end to the participants. And when we were leaving one night, we were exiting the last and final site of the tour, and on the ground is a peony, a flower, and that was her favorite flower. And so I believe that she's actually like in approval of me coming out and actually voicing that this is something that I experienced, and tell people and make this story a special moment between her and I.
Oh, that's so beautiful. So you stay connected. I love that.
Yes. And it's so important to me, like as a child, your mom, I was 22 at the time when she passed away. So I always believed like I got cut short, right? Like I could have had my mom for a lot longer than I did. And a lot of my friends have had their moms and things like that. So, but honestly, like what I can tell you is from having these experiences, I feel closer to her.
That's what I get, yeah, from just listening to it. Well, thank you so much for sharing.
Absolutely.
And stay tuned for more stories. If you enjoyed the show tonight, please follow us on social media. We are on Facebook as Ghosts on Earth, and If you'd like to see some of our performances, follow us on Delray Zombies. And if you're interested in the tours, follow Delray Beach Ghost Tours. So much fun.